This is day 2 of me filming a vlog about building my... It's not actually day 2 of building it, but yeah, I don't film every day, only when I have some updates to share. We were thinking about a name, so I use them usefully. Yeah, I also probably need to use my own language app to start speaking English properly. Anyway, also building is turning out to be quite a bit more technically challenging than I expected initially. Not only for Gemma reasons, but okay, let's start with Gemma. So the Gemma 3 Nano model, that is the only viable model from Gemma family that kind of works okay on device, on higher end devices like latest iPhones. The problem with that is that its context is only around 4,000 tokens, which is like basically nothing, just enough for a single request, and not even always that. So we will need to think about workarounds to make that work, which is not ideal because I was hoping for a context like at least 32,000 tokens like it is for the actual model, not the one on device. It's complicated. I might be mixing up technical jargon here and using it incorrectly. Sorry if that's the case. I'm still learning about how all of this works, and working with Gen AI on device, I start to understand just how actually resource consuming Gen AI is. So yeah, that's one of the problems. Another problem is for text recognition. We are using Google ML Kit, and the problem with Google ML Kit, again on device, is that it has only a very limited support of languages that it recognizes. So for example, it does not recognize Russian and Cyrillic letters, and some of my apps interfaces or people who have Russian as their interface on device will have problems with that because it's parses the text very strangely. So basically it understands the meaning, but it can't write Cyrillic letters, and it writes Russian but with Latin letters, and it's so stupid. It's unusable in this format. So yeah, sorry for the bird sounds. I'm not sure if they're you can hear them. I probably can. In the cloud, I think it supports more languages. I'm not sure if it supports Russian. I guess maybe it does, but it's still not a variant for us because we want it to be completely on device. So yeah, there's that. I'll see if there are any other models which maybe are good enough for specific languages. So maybe this will be also an option that you can select as a user. For example, which languages do you want supported? I don't know. So there is a lot of research to be done in this scenario too. And I'm starting to understand the reasons why. Today I actually published the first test flight version for myself, for Alex, and for Sasha to test, but it's like just a prototype for testing out the prompt, testing out how it works, things like that. It looks ugly as hell because it's just built for polishing the UX and the actual logic behind. Obviously the UI will be updated by the end version. Also, one thing I wanted to mention about Gemma on the context window is that the bigger you give it the context window, the slower it works, and like very slow. I mean, noticeably slower. So for example, with 1000 parameters with Gemma it takes 10 seconds approximately. Then with Gemma 4000 parameters it's already 20-25 seconds, which is like too much. So I don't know, we'll see. There's a lot of fun and interesting work ahead.